the Chevy where the Chevy Malibu drivers at? Can y'all stay out the right lane? You know it's fucked up when you gotta tell somebody to stay out of the right lane. But the Chevy Malibu drivers, the right lane all up in your ass. The left lane is open. Just go around. When you try to do the speed limit and shit, you know, you be going 10 miles over the speed limit. They going 100 miles over the speed limit. And they all up in your ass. It's like, fam, it's a whole lane that's open right there. Just go around. That's all you got to do. Chevy Malibu. Where my Chevy Malibu drivers at? Can y'all stay the fuck out that right lane? Goodness, go around. This the left lane, that's the passing lane. Take it. Fuck is you just right there? The fuck is you all up on me for? They be driving in your back seat. They in your back seat, mad at you. It's like, fam, like, go around. What is Chevy Equinox? The Chevy Equinox, y'all the opposite. Stay the fuck out the left lane. Fuck is y'all driving on slow like that for? The Chevy Equinox be in the left lane on some Toyota Corolla shit. It's like, yo, get in the right lane. That's the slow lane. I don't know how they do it in other countries, but the left lane, passing lane, middle lane, you know, the right lane, slow lane. Chevy Equinox, carry your ass in that slow lane. The fuck is you going 15 miles under the speed limit for? And it's always somebody auntie, always somebody's grandma or some shit, you know. That's why I be on the lookout. I don't want to get behind nobody. They got the dude in the wheelchair on their license plate. Where all my disabled people at? Can y'all just stay the fuck off the road, period? The people that have the shit hanging from the rear view mirror, what's that shit called? The disabled pass. You go to the DMV and get special privileges for it. You can park any fucking where. I had a buddy try to get one of them shits. He tried to scam his way into one of them shits. It's like, yo, the disabled people's pass. Yeah, when you see that shit on their license plate or hanging from their rear view mirror, don't get behind that person because they can't drive worth shit. Sorry, disabled people, but you fucking suck. You suck on the road. And where all the grandmas at, y'all fucking suck too. You know, I love y'all grandmas, but y'all just fucking suck. It don't matter what vehicle you in. I hate the cars that are fast. That's a fast car. But it's going slow as fuck, and you pass them, and you look over, and it's somebody's auntie. You know, just got a Hellcat. It's like, yo, that shit got 707 horsepower. What the fuck is you doing? That's why you can't, it's not enough to leave the city. You gotta stop working in the city, and that shit hard to do. That's where all the jobs at. I understand. You go in the city, you deal with that traffic. You gotta deal with that traffic. That's why I wouldn't even want to talk about that. I don't know. Who the fuck in here from Arlington, Virginia? Have you seen that Arlington, Virginia shit? Traffic is fucked up. Anyway, DC got the worst traffic in the world. I don't care what none of y'all say. People be like, nah, it's LA. Nah, DC fucked up. All the time. Anywhere around the 495, the inner loop, the outer loop, everything is fucked up. The Easy Pass, 66, 95. All that shit fucked up. People from DC know Arlington, Virginia. Arlington, Virginia traffic is fucked up. There's people that bike in the road. Don't nobody bike in the road like people, like white people from Arlington, Virginia. If you from Arlington, Virginia, you already know the white people that get a bike and they riding their bike in the middle of in the left lane. Those people, what the fuck are y'all doing? And it's a lot of them. It's not rare. That shit is normal now. It has been, people have shifted their driving habits to accommodate these type of people. And when you not from there and you go there, it fuck you up because you see this type of shit. And you see how the other motorists behave. It's like, no, I'm not changing my these white people on these bikes don't give a fuck about a bike lane. They got a whole bike lane. They don't care. Sidewalk, they don't care. Right lane, they don't give a fuck. They want to be in the left lane biking. Got they fucking helmet on. You honk the horn at their ass. They don't give a fuck. They got their headphones on. Biking. Jump! You know, you like, yo, what the fuck? The fuck out the road. It's annoying. I hate Arlington, Virginia anyway. You gotta go up there for some shit, get the fuck out. White people, everything is fucked up in Arlington. Prices is sky high in Arlington, Virginia. People running the road. the white people of Arlington, they run. They run in the middle of the road. You like, the fuck on the sidewalk? Can you get on the sidewalk with that? That shit is just fucked up. And I pick on white people because it's white people. Go to Boston, Arlington, Virginia. Go to Clarendon. Yeah, but at least you say you're in the rural area and the horses be out there. You know, at least you go around. I went through that going to Lusby, Maryland the other day. You know, it was the horses. They was in there. He had some gypsy vanners. They was pulling the carriage. You can go around because the roads ain't fucking congested like that. They don't. In the city, there's nothing you can do. You are forced to sit behind an asshole on a mountain bike in this lane. And in the right lane, there's somebody running. I fucking hate Arlington, Virginia. I fucking hate it. I hate that county, the city. I hate everything. The white. For those of you who never been to Arlington, Virginia, you gonna get out there. You gonna go through what I just told you about. It's in Northern Virginia, right there, but it's DC, pretty much. You're gonna go through what I just told you about. You know, the price is high as fuck. Housing high as fuck. Everything high as fuck. They got, and the white women be running. That's what I can say. Arlington, Virginia, you gonna see white women running 24/7. The white women run. They run their ass off. You gonna see a lot of that. I've never seen this many white people individually running. They run right there in the city. The white, they don't care. They be looking at somebody kid. They got the kid running, holding his hand. They run. They got their yoga pants on perpetually. Everlasting yoga pants. That's all the fuck you gonna see. They be running. You'll see a lot of chicks out there running with the stroller. They got a dog. They'll run with the dog. That's what I want to talk about. The dogs. Because there's too many people. They got these dogs. That's why I keep talking about big dogs in small apartments. Like you'll see somebody with a Saint Bernard on the 5th floor of a fucking apartment complex in a skyscraper some fucking where. And they will dead ass be in the kitchen. It's like, yo, you got your dog in the kitchen. This is a big ass dog. And then you cuss your dog out because it bark a lot, you know, but it want to go outside, but it can't go outside because you in the fucking apartment. That's what I'm saying. Like about people, it's animal abuse. I don't know what else to call it. Your dog can't navigate you it can't go nowhere, and it's a big dog. It needs to go somewhere. It needs a backyard. That's why I said city people don't understand that shit. Like, it needs a backyard. Your dog never even seen a fucking squirrel before. It needs something to bark at. It needs to be a dog. They do shit in the city, like put cute little sweaters on it, on a big ass Saint Bernard, have little booties on it. You know, they be outside running with it. There's somebody else running. Oh, cute dog. You know, got petting your dog and shit. Like, you gotta understand. Like, if you want a dog, understand what you want a dog for. First of all, you cannot have if you got a family dog, it's a family dog. If you want a guard dog, let that be your guard dog. You cannot you can't mix the two. Dogs understand repetition. They wake up, they need a schedule. They need a schedule. Like this what city people don't understand. I know a lot of people in DC, they got dogs and don't know what the fuck to do with it. They just got a pit bull or something because that's the trend. They don't know how to raise it. It's aggressive towards other dogs because it's cooped the fuck up all the time. So when it gets out, you know, it's like you got to know what the fuck you want for your dog. That's why I say I want a Caucasian Shepherd. You got to have land for a dog like that. A Caucasian Shepherd, that's a big ass. That's like that is the strongest dog you could possibly get. And it'll guard your animals. They don't give a fuck. I seen a video with a Rottweiler. Rottweiler off the leash. It walked up to the Caucasian Shepherd. Wanna go? Wanna go, man? Wanna go? And the Caucasian Shepherd, the owner of the Caucasian Shepherd had the leash on it, right? It pulled it back. The dog, you could tell the dog was trained. The Caucasian Shepherd was trained. He pulled it back. He's like, the Rottweiler was just wandering the street like it escaped, like it broke out a fucking apartment, like, you know, it broke out. Wanna go? Wanna go? I'll bite you. I'll bite your owner. I'll bite your owner. You know, if the Rottweiler had a voice, it would sound like Ryan Long. You wanna go? You wanna go? You know, and then the fucking, you know, the Rottweiler fucked up. It actually nipped the Caucasian Shepherd's ear. And that's when the Caucasian Shepherd like powered up and went Super Saiyan Goku. And I was like, yo, at that moment, the Rottweiler knew he had fucked up. You can see it on camera. I might link it. You can find it. Caucasian Shepherd versus Rottweiler. The Caucasian Shepherd. Yeah. And when he bit the Rottweiler, oh, I'm fucked. You know, the Caucasian Shepherd, the Rottweiler, I'm fucked. And you can tell the Rottweiler do his fucking, and he tried to get away with that Caucasian Shepherd, hawked his ass down with a jaw on his fucking neck. The Rottweiler went belly up with that dumbass look. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know how to train your dog. Your dog shouldn't be out there doing shit like that. Like, I don't know who can match a Caucasian Shepherd's power. Like they kill bears and shit. A Tibetan Mastiff. That's like a Tibetan Mastiff. That's like the king of dogs. You see that video of the Tibetan Mastiff? They got the Tibetan Mastiff in a cage with wolves. It's a whole wolf pack. The Tibetan Mastiff got a bone. They fighting over some shit. Him and the alpha male going at it. It's like 12 other wolves. They're trying to assist the alpha male from getting this object from the Tibetan Mastiff. The Tibetan Mastiff isn't having it. He's not letting go. You know, one of them shits. He biting. The wolf is biting. He's pulling. The wolf is pulling, right? He snatch it from the wolf like it's nothing. The other wolves like, yo, you gonna take that, y'all? The other wolves put the battery in the alpha wolf back. So the alpha wolf, he biting, he pulling, they pulling, tug of war. Tibetan Mastiff wins. He goes at it again. It's a tug of war. One of the wolves decided, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna bite the Tibetan Mastiff. He goes from around back. He didn't try that shit from the front, right? The wolf goes from around back. He bites the Tibetan Mastiff on the tip. He fucked up. Everybody fucked up. That was the end of that wolf pack. Have you seen that shit? The Tibetan Mastiff turned around and honed in on this nigga like a homing missile. The wolf ran. And ran. Got the fuck up out of there. The Tibetan Mastiff hawked him down and started biting the fuck out of him. The alpha male was like, shoot, Hey, yo, that's my people, fam. You think you can stop it? It was game over. Nobody wanted to fuck with that dog. That dog was king of anything he came across. That's why I said I'm going to get a Tibetan Mastiff for the north end of my property and a Caucasian Shepherd to guard the animals. In a fantasy world, those expensive dogs. You got to know how to treat your dog. Like, I remember my folks in them out Riverdale had a Rottweiler. Big ass Rottweiler too. Ace. German Rottweiler, not the American one. You know? The son didn't fuck with it. The son was scared of it. Dogs know when you scared of it. Dog is, you a bitch. A dog will know that and will try you. Perpetually, right? Well, this was a big ass dog in the kennel. I wasn't scared of it because I really didn't know what this nigga was capable of. He understood that and we was cool. But the son, he couldn't feed it. And this was the type of dog, it didn't bark. Those are the scariest types, right? When you get close, the tail don't wag, it just look at you. You be walking down that mother, that shit just... You don't know what the fuck, you don't know how to approach the dog. You don't know what to say. You can't get a rise out of him. That's a good guard dog. You know, you can't just throw a Slim Jim at it and he, Slim Jim, You know, nah, he'll look at you. He'll watch you. He'll watch you around the yard, in the house. He's on your ass like an Asian on a black in a supermarket. You know, shit like that. No tail wag, so you don't know the emotion of the dog. That's a good trained dog. That's how you train that type of dog. It was a guard dog. It wasn't no inside dog. It was a kennel, a big ass kennel. He had full reign in the backyard. He wasn't in the house on the fucking bed. Everybody that came over wasn't fucking petting it. You could have a cookout in the backyard. He'd come out, they'd bring the dog out, dog trained. It didn't go up under the table. It didn't fuck with the humans. It watched. It observed. You know, it observed. It knew to protect everybody there. Anything that wasn't a dog or wasn't a human right there that the owner approved of was a fucking threat. And you could tell it was powerful. You could feel it. You could feel it because the Rottweilers will do shit. Like if you walking, they'll walk ahead of you and stop in front of you and put their body in front of you. That's how they do in the white. They trip you up. And that's how they go for your neck. You can feel it and hard to move because he rock solid too. He a solid dog, heavy. Just sit there, powerful, muscle neck. Just, you know, that's how they play. But in the wild, nigga, that's how they trip you up. And they go for your neck. Pit bulls the same way. Pit bulls the same way. I don't know nobody with a pit bull that actually know how to train a pit bull. People get pit bulls because it's a fashion to be like, yo, I got a pit bull. Everybody wants pit bull puppies. You know, but pit bulls really, pit bulls are aggressive against other dogs and to each other. But as far as like guard dogs, you throw them a fucking sandwich or a Slim Jim or some jerky and you could have full reign of the fucking house. You could rob a whole house. You could throw him a Slim Jim. That nigga will go the fuck away. Nobody know how to train a pit bull. Nobody knows how to train a dog. They just sit there, put cute little shoes on it. They pet it. A dog needs to, they got pack mentality. They need to understand that you the alpha. You gotta be the alpha. That's why a lot of women with these big dogs, the dog is all over the fucking place. You go over their house, the dog all up on you and shit, jumping on you. Oh, that's him. He just wants to play. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Dogs not supposed to fucking do that. They be trained and shit. If it's a family dog, that's cool. But they be having shit like Doberman pinchers and shit. You know, it's cool. They guard the family, but those dogs are too fucking friendly. Understand if something were to happen, you know. Except for, there's exceptions. But for the most part, you shit out of luck. It's whoever, your dog gonna fuck with whoever got food. You know, whoever feed it. That's why certain people don't know. I don't know, you know, because in my line of work, I've had to train people. And I do long ass runs, a lot of driving. And I had somebody in the passenger seat who was a dog trainer. I'm antisocial. He was a dog trainer. He was like, yo, yeah, you know, he broke it down. He was like, yeah, man. So when we're training dogs, we're not really training the dog. We're training the owners of the dog. Because I can train the dog and get it to act right. But as soon as it goes back with the owner, it'll start acting crazy again. So the owners have to understand they need to make a lifestyle change. They have to make a lifestyle change. We train the owners more than we do the dogs. You know, and I'm absorbing this. I'm absorbing it. And he talked like that for the whole fucking ride. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, this nigga can talk. And he's sitting there, I'm soaking up the game though, but you know. And I'm drawing parallels between dog trainers, the people that train dogs, and humans. It's the same shit. Your dog needs a schedule. You know, that's how I threw it out. Your dog needs a schedule. It needs to know that it wakes up this time, go outside this time, and eats this time. You know, he had that shit down pat. That shit was impressive. They know what they doing. But it's up to you. Like if you got a dog, it just sits there and it just keeps eating your fucking shoes and tearing up your furniture and shit. It's because of you. It's because of you. That's why your dog's doing that. Because you haven't trained it right. But you can't just give it to somebody else. Help me with my dog. He can train it right, and it'll listen to him, but then it get back in your possession, it won't listen to you. So that's why you got to train the owners on how to handle certain situations, what to do, what not to do. Don't let it in your bed. You can't let it know, hey, dogs need boundaries. They understand that type of shit due to that pack mentality. Hey, I can't go here. I'm not allowed in this area. You know, people let their dog have free reign in the fucking house. You know, he broke all that shit down better than I can, but I understood it. It clicked. It clicked. That's all I'm saying, though. Like, if you think black people are bike thieves by default, then Arlington, Virginia needs more black people. Because them white people riding them bikes like that all fucking wild. Like, your ass out the middle of the street. Just in the middle of the street biking and shit. Don't go to Arlington, Virginia. That's all I'm saying. Oh, a Yorkie? A fucking Yorkie. I don't like the dog, but I like the name. Fucking Yorkie, yeah. Oh, and shout out the Raging Dissident too. He seen my stream talking shit about Canadians. He Canadian. He's one of the Canadians that's still in Canada, right? Shout out Raging Dissident. You know, he called me out. You know, I didn't like talking at first, but I got more comfortable with it. But then he said I might could kill the comic scene in Nova Scotia, but the people up there are so soft and such SJWs and so brainwashed that they would kind of look at me like, yo, he's saying offensive shit, but he's black. Like, how do they got to pull out their SJW manual. It's like a Haynes manual. Don't really tell you what the fuck to do. He's black, though. You know, you got to flip to page 39 and page 30 and it tell you to improvise. He's like, this nigga's offensive. I can fucking kill it. I'm just saying, if all the Canadians can come down here and start killing shit, well, I know I can go up there. And I don't know how many black people it is in Nova Scotia. That's how it usually be, though. It be like majority white areas. And they just be like super SJW BLM supporters. Like, yo, you don't even know not one black person. They just, they're like, yo, black people, they don't even like black people for real. We have experiences. That's all I'm saying. We have experience. Like certain people think, oh, he's black, so I can go to black neighborhoods. No, the fuck I can't. No, the fuck I can't. You know the scene in DC right now is so fucked up. 37 beefing with Simple City, and it's right up the fucking street. To everybody that ain't from America. Well, anybody who was planning a trip to DC, I'm gonna tell you how it is and save you some fucking money. You gonna go to DC. You gonna look at a dick sitting in the middle of the fucking city, right? That's what the monument is. It's a phallus. You gonna go there with your kids, pack your cheese sandwiches and shit. You know, you're gonna worship a phallus in the middle of the city. They have a huge Masonic lodge right there in Arlington, Virginia. Before you cross the bridge, you might see that shit. It's grand. It has the three, They got them. I don't know what they. That's why I did it. They got three of them shits up there. And you gonna go to D? What you want to see? The fucking president? The president don't even be in DC. He can't make it in DC. He's on that little bit of DC. That's not even DC. DC is fucked up. Right down the street from the president's house. That White House. Yeah, keep going down Pennsylvania Avenue. You'll see some fucked up shit. Y'all keep talking about Chicago. No, DC is fucked up. And everything in DC, every charge is federal. You do some fucked up shit in DC, your ass liable to go out Colorado in due time. But niggas in DC don't care. That's not a deterrent. Guns are illegal as fuck. Everybody has them. You know, you go to these places. I'm gonna take you through DC right now. If you go to DC, go eat at Ben's Chili Bowl, Uncle Ben's Chili Bowl. You go to DC, go fuck with them Asians. Get you some chicken and mumbo sauce. Get the full experience. We got mumbo sauce. Fuck the White House. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to stay away from. Don't go up 37. Don't go up Simple City. Stay away from Woodland Terrace. Lynch mob, because they shut all the go-go's and shit down. So it's like around 20 when I got locked up, I moved to Riverdale though. It's a whole different world in Riverdale. But you know, DC is like, you know, back in the day, the kids had something to do. It was the go-go's. Like we were still killing shit, but we was looking for keyboard players and bass players. We formed bands. We formed alliances with different neighborhoods based on our music ability. Like we was from where, like Landover, had an alliance. You could go out, I can go out Big 3, I can go out 30th Street. Or you may have a drummer in Alabama, off Alabama Avenue somewhere, Naylor Road. You know, you could go there like, nigga, what's up? You be like, oh no, my drummer live out here. I'm here to pick up T1. Face, where Big Face at? He still around? You know, you go out Berry Farms and be all right. You feel me? Like, but now it's like the government shut that shit down. Fire marshal shut shit down. Now it's and they said that these venues and shit were like inciting violence. So now, you know, the people growing up now, it's like my nieces and nephews, they don't know what the fuck go-go is for real. They on this Chicago drill music shit. You know, it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's fucked up. Where you at? You don't come out here and go to DC. It's fucked up. Stay off Good Hope Road. Maryland fucked up. PG County fucked up too. Stay away from Rittenhouse. You don't want to go to certain parts of Capitol Heights. You know, I just saved somebody some money. They're like, oh, that's all I need to know. You know, you can admire a skyscraping dick from a fucking textbook. Go online, look it up. I know a lot of y'all came out here shit that January 6th. That's not DC. There's a lot of people from DC that have never seen the fucking White House and live right the fuck there. That shit is different world around the city. DC is fucked up though. It's like they don't really gangbang in DC. It's neighborhood. They shoot the fuck out you for living down the street and shit. It's more complicated. But when you go out like PG County, not PG County people, go north up Kenilworth Avenue, past Heightsville, over there by PG Plaza, right there at Riverdale, or 410, not 410, East West Highway, 210. Around the corner from Bladensburg, gangs. MS-13. You like, you like, yo, what the fuck? They got a hood called Paradise. You see that shit on your way out of Northeast. DC fucked up. This for people who don't live in America. I give you a tour of America. And somebody just said some Florida shit. Florida fucked up. Florida prisons fucked up. Florida cities is fucked up. Miami is fucked up. People go to Miami. It's the beach. Fucking beach. Fucking Dade County fucked up. They say Zopan running shit. Then it's Bloods down there. Then somebody's like, yo, the Latin Kings running the fucking prison system. You know, Then you go to Jacksonville. I was traveling with the homie going down Jacksonville, going down 95. I knew Jacksonville was fucked up. Don't nobody talk about that shit. Jacksonville is fucked up. The fuck is going on out in Jacksonville? Who did that? These niggas was fighting off. You can see them niggas off of 95. It's like, yo, I was like, where we at? They say Jacksonville. I was like, this shit fucked up. We stopped at a place. I didn't even want to get the fuck out the vehicle. I locked the fucking doors. I felt like a white woman locking doors and shit. Like, nah, these niggas on that bullshit. Fuck that. You stop at a gas station, you don't know if that's gonna be the end of your life. Niggas selling you a fish sandwich. They sell you fish sandwich. You got a fish sandwich, whiting. That long ass fish, and that little in the white box. It's a fish dinner on between two pieces of Wonder Bread. Fish hanging out the box on two pieces of Wonder Bread. That's a fish dinner. That shit is $9.99. That shit is $9.99. You go to DC and go to JJ's Fish Shop. Well, they tore that shit down. That shit was on the wrong side. Don't go to Rock Creek. Rock Creek fucked up too. They make it seem like, and all this shit is expensive. City living is so fucking expensive and so fucked up, and you live on top of people. Who the fuck wants to do? Don't get me started on New York. New York is everlasting. You cannot fix that shit. You can't fix New York. New York is fucked up. You know, everywhere you go, you got your beefs. You got your citywide beef, DC and Baltimore. DC niggas don't like Baltimore. And you from Baltimore, y'all be beefing and shit. Like y'all gonna get the rumbling and shit. Baltimore's fucked up. New York just hate New York. New York, it ain't even a borough thing. It's a neighborhood thing. It's Bed-Stuy and Brownsville. Kill them niggas. It be niggas in the same complex. In the same fucking skyscraper that's fucked up. It be New York so fucked up. You have two different gangs occupying the same fucked up project housing. Niggas don't even go to. I don't want to go to school. It's just fucked. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. That shit is fucked up. Admitting that it's fucked up is a step in the right direction. The niggas is proud of that shit. Like, yo, look how fucked up my city is. Like, that shit ain't nothing to brag about, cuz. Like, you can't get ahead. You can't get ahead. They have no problem telling you about the police shooting niggas. And all these mass shootings and shit, but it's like, yo, just 3 months ago, everybody completely ignored the fact that a Crip rapper, where that nigga was from, Indiana, Oklahoma, where the fuck that nigga was from, a Crip rapper killed his whole fucking family. Just shot the father, bow, with a Draco, the same Draco that was in his music video. Like, what the fuck are you niggas doing? You don't hear about shit like that, though. This Crip rapper, he killed his father, his sister, his other sister, his brother, his big brother. And his brother's girl, this nigga caught 6 bodies with the same Draco that was in a music video. Like, it's... And the brother, he shot at his little brother tried to get, he was downstairs hiding in the laundry room. They said he ran out. His brother shot at him with the Draco. He made it, got hit in his elbow and his legs and shit. He made it down the fuck yonder where he hid on somebody's porch. And then called the police like, yo, my brother just killed everybody. That's fucked up. You ain't hear about it though. You got more Breonna Taylor. Dante Wright. You know, they don't tell you the fucked up shit that goes on in a lot of these cities. They just keep the narrative focused on legal gun owners for the most part, because they're like, how did they get the gun? Legally. They said 75% of the mass shootings they report on, they got the guns legally. Because they don't give a fuck about like the people with the Dracos running around in the fucking hood shooting the shit out of people because they get them illegally. And they have already dealt with people who cannot arms. They coming after you niggas now. Somebody said, what's the Wedo? I don't know what the Wedo is. Who you talking to? Somebody said Lil Homicide. I forget his name. Lil Raymond. His name was Raymond. Shot everybody in the fucking house. On some House of Haunted Hill shit. What's the movie where they with the father, he just started murking shit? I was possessed. The devil made me do it. That's another thing. The devil made me do it. They come out, I seen that commercial for that new movie. The devil made me do it. The devil ain't make you do shit. You fucked up. The devil could make people do shit. It would have been over. Give this nigga too much power. The devil made me do it. Crying like a bitch. The devil made, I killed. Why you did? The devil made me do it. Now you fucked up. Somebody asked me the other day, was like, what you think about Israel? The shit going on with Israel. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care. I don't care one way or the other. There's some wizardry going on. Anytime Israel is involved, you know it's wizardry happening. That shit is Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling couldn't write a better novel than that shit. Where J.K. Rowling at? They mad at that bitch down through. Everything comes full circle. That shit gonna work out how to fucking work out. I don't believe that shit. They give us the narrative. Let's work with the narrative given. Israel's under attack. Okay, and I don't care no more. Who cares about Israel like that? Nobody. Nobody except certain delusional Christians that believe they are the chosen ones. Okay, well, let the Most High deal with that shit then. The fuck is we involved? Fuck you want? Then this how they do it, right? Because you know Joe Biden, you know Ilhan Omar, anti-Semitic. You know, she said some shit that I agree with. And the tweet wasn't even anti-Semitic, but Newsmax, you know, the people with that Newsmax eyebrow, Greg Gutfield and them niggas. Gutfield. I can't believe this. Everybody using the word unconscionable. This is unconscionable. They want to drum up support, you know, for aggressors. I can tell I don't give a fuck about, you know, let that Israel shit work itself the fuck out. Because half of the Israelites over there aren't even Israelites. They're not Israelites. They're not Jews. I mean that physically and mentally. There's two types going on. Understand what the fuck I'm saying? The majority of the people over there don't even believe in the fucking Bible. They believe the Bible is a fucking fairy tale. So understand, if the Bible is a fairy tale, then so is Shem. Abraham's son. And if Shem is a fucking fairy tale, then so is the term Semitic. And if Semitic is a fairy tale, then you have no claim on that fucking land like you say you do. You have no divine claim on that land because you reject the very book that validates your claim to that land. You see what I'm saying? You see how the wizardry works itself in there? So they still it be atheists calling people anti-Semitic. Like, yeah, you do know that's a fairy tale. Why are you calling me that? Like, these people they don't know shit about HaTorah. They don't read HaTorah. They don't read the Bri HaKadosh. They don't know shit about the Bible. Nah, but Israelite, help me. Nah, well, let your God, whoever the fuck that is, help you. Without America's might, y'all niggas would have been wiped the fuck off the face of the earth. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, people. What did you expect from me? What did you expect? Sympathy? Nah, we fucked up right here, right now. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But globalism, what happens to them happens to everybody. Nah, fuck that. You don't give a fuck about Hamas. That shit sound like a dip for a chip, for a particular chip, a Tostito. Maybe a Fuego. Hamas. I can see I can see that being an ingredient in some type of Middle Eastern cuisine. Hamas. That's all they want to fucking talk about. Hamas attack Israel. It's like, yo, what the fuck did they do? Nobody gives a fuck. Newsmax, it doesn't matter what they do. We have their back, unapologetic. You know. Newsmax a bunch of bitches. I followed Newsmax when everybody got off the Fox train. Remember that? Everybody was mad at Fox. So all the Republicans, they went over there and started watching Newsmax and Greg Gutfield. And then what's the other nigga with the serious eyebrow? That shit pop out at you through the thumbnail. What's that nigga name? It was a shine. You know how to get you. You know how to get you one on there. Where my psyop people at? It wasn't shine. It wasn't shine. Give a fuck about them. They gonna figure that shit out. They got then Netanyahu up there looking all concerned and shit. Them niggas mad at Joe Biden because Joe Biden basically said he don't give a fuck. In a nutshell, basically. Then they showing you pictures of Trump, pictures of Donald Trump shaking Netanyahu's hand. Look, our last president, he cared about Israel. It's like, I don't give a fuck. They try to have that's that divide shit right there. They playing on you. Like, people don't give a fuck about Israel in general. Our tax dollars, I know. But the majority of people don't give a fuck about Israel. If it wasn't for their wizardry, nobody would give a fuck. Nobody would. If it wasn't for the wizardry, more Christians would give more fucks about the Islamic people, about the Muslims, because at least in their book, you know, at least in the Quran, it doesn't say that Jesus is resting in piss and excrement and his mother was a fucking whore, you know? But through wizardry, you know, you have come to accept, promote, validate people that go against your Messiah, Christos. Wizardry. It's a movie. WWE. The world is a stage. I know y'all tired of hearing that shit. It was an old ass meme, but the world is a fucking stage. What do you want me to say? I'm just keeping it real through, you know. And a lot of Jews over here don't even give a fuck about Israel. A lot of Jews are anti-Zionism. They're against Zionism. That's all I'm saying. Like,